Alright, it's Moshud. In case you want to, I want to record this video for those of you that are new into crypto trading, especially futures trading. Alright, for you to trade the futures, in my community, I recommend bingx exchange and bybit exchange. But for you to be part of my community, you need to use my code to register on this app. That's why if you just went ahead and go on Play Store or iOS and you download this application without making use of my code, you cannot be part of my community. You will not be benefits from my signals, and you will not be exposed to my strategy and some other important information, and you'll not be getting mentorship from my hand here. Okay, so this evening I would like to make use of demonstrate on bingx exchange. So this is bingx exchange. All right, so this bingx exchange, I assume that you have registered your bingx exchange through my code, and you have funded. It has P2P. So there's another video where you can make use of the P2P on bingx or Bybit to fund your accounts. How you can convert your Naira to USDT crypto dollar so that you can use it to trade against any coins at all you want to trade on. So this is if you want to go to trading platform on bingx, so you need to click on this thing you are seeing here. So sorry, let me see if I can move this thing from here. All right, so you're going to click on this place, this particular place, as you can see here. Yeah, where the right trade. When you click on trade, you click on futures. That's where we are going. When you click on futures and you get here, so you click on this place. You see where the right perpetual futures. Make sure you take it to perpetual futures. Perpetual futures. Then you need to do one or two settings before you proceed. You come to this place, as you can see here. Click on these three dots here. Under preferences. Under preferences. So you can see position mode. You change this from one-way mode to edge mode. Make sure it's in edge mode. And then don't set another thing again here, but you can change this candlestick chart to top. From bottom you can change it to top. That is all. Then you come back. Then the next thing is to, and if you are new, it's going to give you updates. You're going to see from the option here where they write demo. So you can switch your account to demo as a beginner. So when you see demo, you click on it so that it can take you to demo. When you get to demo, I think this my account right now is on demo. As you can see, this is $245. That is demo fund given to me by bingx for me to trade and to practice whatever I want to practice here. Okay, and after demo, then you can switch by just clicking on here. Well, you can switch to your original account. Okay, so assuming you are on demo and you are on this page, the next thing is to set this. You need to learn our strategy, or you need to learn our strategy by clicking on this place where they write isolated. So if it is on cross, we don't use cross in our strategy, we use isolated. Make sure it's on isolated like this. Then our leverage we use just 10x leverage. We don't use 20x, we don't use 5, we don't use any other leverage than 10x leverage, as you can see here. So you drag it until when it's going to be on 10. You drag it until when it's going to be on 10, the 2. Then you are good to go. And the next thing now is that assuming you want to trade, then you will have been linked to some of our distant signal channel. So assuming you are given this particular coin to trade at market price, so you can see market here. So meaning that you want to buy this particular coin, this is a current price, you want to buy it at current price. But if you are given any price that's different from this current price you are seeing, that is where they will put it there that you should use limits. So when you click this option, you're going to see limits, trigger trading, but most time we use this limit when you want to buy different price from market price. When you click on the limit, it's going to show you space where you're going to buy that particular coin. So do not put the price you are asked to buy. Maybe they ask you to buy when the BTC is at, it's 0.8427 now. Maybe when you have to buy at 8.0.8328, you can see it's lower than the current price. So you just want to set your trap when market comes down there. Signal will have known that Signal will have known if the coin, that particular coin, will go down to that level. So they will tell you to go and set your limit, buy limit. Then how much you want to use, you can just say, you can make sure you are always, when you click on the cost here, click on this option so that you can change to order by cost. You can see by cost. So don't use by amount, don't use by notional value, but use by cost USDT. So how much I want to use to buy? I want to use $1,000 to buy when it reach that price. Then once I've bought, I plan to buy low, I will have to long the market. I want to long the market. What do I mean by long? I mean that I want to buy so that when the price goes up, I sell. But if I'm to short this market at the different price apart from this current price, then I will use something higher than the current price, meaning that I want to buy higher and sell low, and I'm going to make profit. Or let me say I want to predict that this price that is around, let's say, 0.8550. It's higher than the current price now. I want to predict that it's going to come down to 0.8483. Then I will click on shorts because I want to predict that the market from high will come down. If I want to predict that from the market from low will go up, that's when I'm going to use open long. Okay. So, and if I want to take any decision from this current price, I can say the market will go up from this current price. I won't need to use any limit. I'll just say market. From this market price, markets want to go up, then I'll use amount I want to use to stake the trade. But I want to say the market will come down, once I click here will determine the direction I'm trading. If I click open long, meaning that I want to buy low and sell high. If I click open short, I want to buy high and sell and predict that it's going to come low and I will still make profit. That is the advantage of futures over spot. On spot, you can only buy low and sell high, but on futures, you can trade either way once you know your strategy, okay? So now, what this is what we do. In our strategy, we don't use all our money. We use strictly money management strategy in our strategy. And what is that strategy all about? Sorry, I think, okay, the recording is still on. What is that strategy all about? The strategy is all about 20% or 10%. How do I mean? When you use 20, when you have, for instance, you have $200 as a capital, $100, the 20% of your capital is what you're going to make use to trade. But you're not going to make use of this 20% to trade at once. Assuming you have $100 capital, 20% of $100 is $20. So you are not expected to make use of $20 to trade at once. So you are not expected to make use of $20 to trade at once. So you have to divide this $20 into 5. $20 divided by 5, that is $4. So meaning that you're going to pick each trade like SFP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. You are going to trade 5 signals which you will be given by analysis. So you trade each of these signals with $4 in a day, and you're going to let's say I want to take let's consider this $100,000 that is here. $100,000, 20% of $100,000 is $20,000. $20,000 divided by 5, that is $4,000. So meaning that if I'm to pick this trade now, I'm to use $4,000. When I use 4,000, then so I will say long. I will say let me say short and short the market. Okay. Then I want to pick the second trade now. I will say ATA. Let's say let me see the top gainers. Okay, one of the top gainers here, I can say this Ocean, I mean NMR, blah blah blah. I can see, okay, you can see it's in 20x. I want to change it back to 10x. I'll change it back to 10x. Okay, so I still have my capital that I've divided. I want to use another $40,000. I mean $4,000, which happens to be divided by 5 of my $20,000 from my $100,000. Okay, so I want to say I want to short the market too. You can see my open position. I've opened my first open position. My second open position is here. As you can see, my second open position. So yeah, my until I open 5 positions like that. I open 5 positions like that. Once I open 5 positions like that, you know, and the next thing, I did not analyze these coins. I'm just picking this trade on just picking it for you to for training sake. I didn't check the charts. I didn't do anything before I start to, pick all these trade. Okay, so that's the way you're going to pick these 5 signals. When you flip 5 signal with $20 divided, as you have divided into 5, so then this is the take profit. You can say I've not set take profit to this trade. So I'll now come to this place to set my take profits. I can just say I want to take, once you get here, you're going to see by ratio. So by ratio, I just want to take 7% from the market. I want to say 10%. Then my stop loss, I will say minus 30%. Once I'm in minus 30%, I want to forfeit and forgo the market. I want to get out of the market. Okay. Yeah, I want my loss to be minimal. Then let me come to the second one here. The same thing I want to apply here, 7%. When I'm losing 30%, I want to 30%. I want to get out of the trade of the market. Okay, so this is how you set your trade. Because why we are using 7% is that all we need from each position we are opening is 5%. All we need from position we are opening is 5%. But we make it 7% so that it can take care of handling fee of the exchange. It can take care of handling fee of exchange. At the end of the day, it might close at 6%, 5%, as the case may be. So once it closes at 5%, then let's now do our calculation. So you can see this trade is ongoing now, like 5 of them like that. You have set up the trade and you'll be waiting for your trade to either close at profit or close at minimal stop loss. Okay. Now, assuming that you trade good signal like that, let's make use of our calculator first. When you make use of your calculator, you use $20 of your $100. Your remaining $180 is safe. All you are staking, you are putting at risk in your capital. Your trading capital is just $20 or 20% of your total capital, which you have divided into 5. So each one give us $4. Multiply by 5%, you make $0.2 from one out of these divided by 5 of the $20. 0.2 multiplied by 5, meaning that on your $20, you make $1 per day. And if you look at it very well, this $1 that $20 provide for you is equivalent to 1% of your total capital, which is $100. 1%. So we trade. This is our strategy. We consider that we trade for 22 days. We consider some days that we might not trade at all. We consider some days that we hit stop loss. We consider some days that market will not smile. So let's say we trade for 22 days. Multiply by 22, that's 22 percent in a month and $22 of our $100. So it means that we have made 22% in a month, and that is massive. Now let's now take this to our compounding calculator. That if you really want to make it big or make it far in trading, you need to compound for a very long time. You see trading like a farming. When you see trading like a farming, especially like a local palm tree farming, when you plant local palm tree, you have to wait for like 5 years before you can reap it. The same principle applies in trading. So let's assume that this is $100 capital. Then every day we make 1% as we have calculated together. So we are taking 22 days of in a month. Let's go back to the calculator. 22 days, 22 days multiplied by 12, which is 265 days, times 5, which is 5 years, meaning that we want to trade, we want to compound for 1,320 days based on 22 days of the month, okay? 1,320. So after 5 years, you have turned millionaire, and your generation to come up become millionaire in trading. Tell me any trade, any business that be profitable as this. You can see the total money here after the 5 years. $50,607,326. $50.6 million in 5 years. Does this worth it or not? I think it's really worth it. And this is how it keeps growing. It keeps growing gradually, organically. First day you make $1. The second day you take all the 101 to market. You make 101 as a profit, and it's turned to this. Like that, like that, like that, like that, up till here. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down, 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 down. Let's go and see the roots. You can see 1,320 days. You can see this is the amount after the 1,320, 50,607,326, $50.6 million, not in naira. So if you have to sacrifice for 5 years, starve yourself for 5 years, and you go on with this, I think it's worth it. That's why when you want to trade with me, either you want to copy my trade, or you want to invest your money for me to trade for you, all these, if you want to do any of this, then you need to be exercise patient. The highest maximum I can do for you is 1 year. So if you really want to go big, let's say you want to consider 1 year here, 264. Assuming you want to consider 1 year, after 1 year, your $200 will have turned to $1,283, and I think it's worth it. It's really worth it. So if you can manage your risk and you can stick into this, you can even have your own firm, have your investment firm, and you don't let greed control you. You have your time for your trade, and you can be given. Don't let me expose you to that secret. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. That is just the summary and the part one of this section. Thank you.